G'day. Some people have been asking about how to use whiteboards in Teams, which I will admit I'm not actually a big fan of. So I'll show you the Teams thing, and then I'll show you another way to do it. One thing I'll say right at the start: this is going to be way easier if you have a laptop that has a tablet, or if you have a drawing tablet you can use. If you're just using a regular laptop with a mouse, this is probably not ideal. It's very awkward. But so I've got a Teams meeting going on here already with just me in it. It's a very lonely meeting. But if you want to use the whiteboard feature in Teams, if you click on More Actions and click on, no, sorry, not on that one, Share. So share your screen, and at the bottom of the screen pops up all the things that you can share, including all the windows I've got currently open. And on the side here, the whiteboard. So if you click on that, it brings up the whiteboard. So this space can be run on. Now, one of my big issues with this is that this can be written on by anyone who's in the meeting. So that's you or students or anyone, and there's no control over that. You can't stop students drawing on the whiteboard. So you can pick a color pen. So if I'm just using a mouse at the moment, so I can just sort of click and M-O-U, and as you can see, it's actually not great writing with a mouse. It's kind of, if I use, however, the tablet that I've got, I'll do it in a different color. So it's better, but it's actually still kind of grainy and not very tidy. And yeah, so you can do both of those within Teams, but lots of issues with it. I'd really rather not use that. I'll show you how I actually do this with classes. I use the Teams and I share a screen instead. So I'm going to stop presenting this, and instead I'm going to share a screen. Now I've got two screens plugged at the moment. I'm going to share this screen, and on it, I'll show you what I'm going to bring up. So I've got a PowerPoint here that I used this one with my Year 12 class today, but it's got lots of blank space in it where I can write. Some slides are just completely blank and other ones. So I'm going to present this, and I'll show you what it looks like when you actually do it. So if I now present this, so this is almost like it's on so this is now the PowerPoint that you're looking at. There's just nothing actually on it. So I can use this to, I'll go back, and I can select a pen, and I can write, and I can delete. And the writing on this is much neater than in the Teams whiteboard. And you can change colors. You can draw diagrams. You can, there's all sorts of different things you can do in this. Blah, 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 blah. So you can do lots of things like that. You can also then go to, because this is a PowerPoint, I can add diagrams in. I can do normal things like I would normally do. So this was a problem I went through with my class today. And I can go through and do lots of various things. Like I can go through and I can do labels, and I can calculate things, and I can add things onto this and do things in lots of different colors and blah, blah, blah. So you can go through and do lots of different editions on this, and it's much tidier and it's much simpler. And the good thing is too, is when you leave or just escape out of this, it gives you an option. Oh, go back. It asks me, it brings up an option. Do you want to keep your ink annotations? And if you click keep on that, all those annotations that you made then appear in the PowerPoint, and you can save that. So I've saved versions of the one I actually did with my class with all the calculations and everything on it as PDFs, and then put it into the chat channel on Teams so that they can access it later. So in summary, if you want to do writing on screen stuff, whiteboard stuff, you really need a tablet or drawing tablet or something like that. It's not great with a mouse. Secondly, don't use the Teams whiteboard. You can't control who writes on it, and it's kind of grainy and awful anyway. PowerPoint, much better.